Chapter 19, Renewed Energy. On day 117, I checked into the hospital for my blood transfusion, and I was surprised to be assigned to an actual room. I was expecting to be in a room full of recliners like the chemo room that I was accustomed to. Instead, I got my own bed, scratchy sheets and all. Okay, so it wasn't the Ritz-Carlton, but it was better than a slippery, cold vinyl recliner. I said a silent prayer of thanks for this heartwarming surprise. It's funny how something as trivial as having your own room to be in while you have someone's blood pumped through your veins can bring you such joy in life. After I got settled on the bed, the nurse attempted to access my port. The poor thing. I think it was the first port she had ever seen. I was beginning to wonder if she had actually attended nursing school. I had to guide her step by step because by now I was an expert in accessing a port, even though I had never attended nursing school. I suppose I considered myself an expert by experience. At one point, I really wanted to tenderly take everything out of her shaky, unstable hands and do it myself. It probably would have been faster and a lot less nerve-wracking for the both of us. She finally called someone to help her, and fortunately, that person knew exactly what to do. With my port finally ready to roll, there was only one more thing to do before I welcomed someone else's blood into my body. My doctor had sent in an order for my blood to be tested to see if it was harboring any sort of bacterial infections. I'd been running a low-grade fever for a few weeks, along with the cold and sinus issues. He just wanted to cover all the bases, which I appreciated. However, I did not realize how much blood the nurses would need to take for this seemingly simple test. Seriously, that blood was a precious commodity, and I wasn't sure I wanted to give that much of it away. They filled up 2 small soda-style bottles, enough blood to satisfy at least 10 thirsty vampires. I braced myself to be lightheaded, but fortunately, that feeling never came. Finally, it was time to hook me up to the good stuff. As I watched the thick, jello-like fluid slowly flow through my port, I felt my body cheer. It was tired of being tired, and I hoped that this blood would give me the boost I needed to move forward. I also thought about how grateful I was that someone had so unselfishly taken time out of his or her busy schedule to go to the Red Cross and donate this blood. I have donated blood once in my life and almost passed out afterward. Now, because of the poison that had coursed through my veins, I would not be able to donate blood for a long time. I would not be able to pay it forward in that way. I offer a big thank you to all those who can and do take the time to donate blood. It really does save lives in more ways than one. I was required to receive 2 units of blood. Each unit took approximately 2 hours to administer. I slept through most of the first one because they had given me some Benadryl to combat any allergic reaction that might occur. But I was mostly coherent through the second unit and decided that it was nice to have a few quiet hours to be with the love of my life. I was so thankful to have Mark by my side during that difficult time. I hated that I had to be a burden to him, although he never made me feel like a burden. He was so good about making me feel loved and supported, and I will never be able to thank him enough for loving me through my battle. It was also in the quiet moments of that day, as I watched the steady drip of a stranger's blood, that I had a realization. I finally felt like I was able to put into words exactly what I felt like. A bop bag. Do you know what that is? It is an oblong-shaped plastic punching bag that stands about 4 feet tall. Usually it has a character's face and body plastered on it, like Superman or Bozo the Clown. The purpose of a bop bag is to be able to punch it over and over again, and after every punch, the bop bag has no choice but to pop back up. It can do this because the base is filled with sand, which keeps it stable. That was me, a giant Des bop bag. Trial after trial, challenge after challenge, I kept getting punched in the face with no other choice but to stand upright and get punched again. Like the bop bag, I had a stable, sand-filled base. My base consisted of my family, friends, and my belief in my Savior, Jesus Christ. Those are the 3 things that helped me rise up and take the next punch. They helped me stand when I didn't have the strength to stand on my own. As long as I had them in my corner, I knew that I would be able to take the punches, no matter how hard they became.